Hello, my name is Zhatelier and welcome back for another episode of Valhalla Vanguard in Aurora 4X. In previous episode we found out that there's not one but two NPRs in this one planet here. And then we also found some minerals in here. Currently, I think we are trying to explore their, or survey their capital there. But at the same time I don't see... They haven't at least tried to shoot us down or anything, so that's a positive, I suppose. They don't necessarily like us all that much, but once we get the communication established, we might be able to do something with them. But first, I think we need to get a bit forward in time again. Just gonna even it up on the top of the day, and then we're gonna go a little bit. Luckily we are surveying the planet rather quickly. Okay, still not much progress in the communications, but I'm pretty sure that eventually we'll get through there. Oh, minimal progress in both of them. This is basically we're trying to decipher their communication. Okay, We'll do A2. Oh right, because we moved away, we lost the contacts on most of the ships at least. Right, so they have still some uranium there, neutronium, carbon, so yeah, it is definitely a whole world. But they might be mining that one out pretty soon. It will be interesting to see if they'll start fighting each other in due time. They might not. Oh crap! I just realized something. Okay, so we got the commercial shipyard complex completed, and we need to start increasing the size of the... Or, well, first of all, continue increasing the size of this one by another 10,000, and this one, it's going to be the asteroid miners, which I'm going to call fishermen. And we're going to start increasing that one to 50,000 as well. Right. So we're adding an extra slipway there, adding an extra slipway for the survey could be useful, but at the same time I don't think we're gonna be doing that many surveys, so I think the slow speed for that is just fine for now. We are going to get another naval complex eventually. It's gonna take a while before we get through some of these. Construction factories are actually the ones that we are currently building the most. Now then, I forget, do the civilian shipping that we have available, do they have any... That's a colony ship and that is a freighter. Okay, so they can technically carry mines in Ymir for us. Do we have any automated mines here still? Because I don't remember. We got 11 of them actually. And if I remember correctly, I am trying to mine this one rather quickly. What I could do is, I could demand another, I don't know, 10 here. And then I could supply them from here. And it should carry them over there, eventually. Of course, at the same time, I'm pretty sure that I was supposed to transfer more mines into Valhalla just to get that going, but currently our freighters are a bit busy. So that's not really an option. As we can see now that there's technically three NPRs, because there's the one at Earth and then there's these two that we found. Okay, discovered stuff in Alpine C3. Let's quickly zoom to where it is. Oh right, it's the one rotating here. It's a bit far away from the center, but it's not too bad, I suppose. Some duranium, not that great, but at the same time, for Vendra and Bornai is not a terrible place, and especially if we start setting up a bit of a colony section in Alfheim here, then we should be able to get decent bit of resources out of some of these. And some progress has been made in communications. Actually, a lot more now. But we haven't managed to make a breakthrough yet. But hopefully that happens soon enough. Oh, hold on. Alpine C2 seems to have quite a variety of resources. Not terrible accessibilities, but not great either. But it's only enough to maybe... Actually, if I remember correctly... Let's have a look at the planets on C. Because both of these are actually colonizable. They just don't have atmosphere, that's the biggest problem, I suppose. Gravity is a bit low, I suppose. Diameter is roughly about half of what Earth has. Yeah, there's a lot of things in this, around this star, but yeah, these two are certainly colonizable. That might be an idea, to get another colony going, because we need to start expanding as quickly as we can. But that brings up another question. Do we have more? No, not really. We don't have more infrastructure yet. And how we started... We haven't started building here yet. Because we haven't actually brought in any construction factories, only mines. Oh right, because we are bringing in infrastructure and the mines right now. If we could get another freighter group, we could start bringing a little bit factories here. Then we could start building, for example, terraforming facilities or something like that. And we might be able to... Well, what was the problem over here anyway? 200 required per million population. Oh, right, it's not enough oxygen, that's the problem. So we'll just increase the oxygen levels a little bit and then this would be perfectly fine planet. And for that, I think, I don't know, maybe 5 facilities would be plenty to pump out enough oxygen to outweigh the growth of population. Also, another thing that I have started to consider is that we don't have any planetary defense centers or anything like that planned, so that's probably something that we do need. So what I'll probably do is some missile bases and then some hangars, basically. And yeah, doesn't really need much other than that. And those can be quite well in defense. I mean, because I will be, for the fleet or the patrols that I've been planning, the 3-point defense and 2 missiles, those are basically defensive patrols. They're not going to be able to destroy enemies all that much. But then for the offensive purposes, I will probably make carriers, and those will have various things. Although, if we need to fight the NPRs, then we might need to switch our tactics, but for the precursors and invaders, I've been kind of planning to have carriers with very fast mezzanine fighters that will go in, destroy some systems inside the precursor and invader ships, and then we'll bring in like small, not quite fighters, but very small, fast landing craft that will drop in marines in there and will capture the ships and try to capture some technology that way. But it's a bit ambitious plan, I know, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, the communication is still going a bit up and down, but we'll see how it goes. And I know that I could be using the auto turns, but at the same time... Okay, we found more minerals in Ladur. A3 has some minerals, actually quite a bit of minerals, just the accessibilities are terrible. There's 300 million, 1,500. Okay, so there's about 600 million, roughly speaking, of minerals there. That is quite a bit. But again, the accessibilities are so low that you'd have to have quite a bit of like a planet's worth of minerals for just making the mines to make that profitable. Okay, communications. I mean, there's a bit of progress there, just not good enough, I suppose. Minor progress over there. Actually, when are we getting some research? If I remember correctly, that would be in December. We can check that in just a little bit. Oh, hold on. Aurora A4. That's another 43 million duranium with accessibility of 0.8. 0.8 accessibility for Galaxite, and the others that they are rather low, but again, that wouldn't be a terrible place to mine. Especially for Galaxite and duranium. Research completed. Asteroid mining module. Excellent. And then research started on mining production. Right, now that we got that, let's start planning the fisherman, I suppose. Let's take out Whaler. We'll copy the design. Switch this to asteroid miner. Now we don't need the storm harvesters here. If I remember correctly, we can't add more than 7 to this one. Actually, even 7 is a bit too much. At the same time, we don't need even nearly this much fuel. So we'll probably add in... Okay, 9 is a bit too much again. But 8 seems to be fine. I wonder, is there anything else that we could add here? Well, we could probably switch out the engine for a bit bigger but more fuel efficient so it can move a bit quicker. Oh, right, that's the one that I wanted. So we'll actually take one of those. We'll have each one of these have a small cargo hold, because the cost is actually rather low for those. And then we'll add a few cargo handling systems to top it off, like, I don't know, 5 systems. The basic idea is that I'll have a fleet of these, oh right, and rename to fisherman. Right, so we'll have a whole fleet of these. They'll mine out an asteroid, then they'll pick out the materials, go to the next asteroid, drop the materials there, can start mining, and then we can bring in, depending on how much there's extra minerals there, we can bring in a ferrator and pick up the stuff and take to a colony or something like that. Or if we have, say, 5 other asteroid miners, then together they should be able to pick up a mass driver with them and then drop that into the asteroid. And then we can automatically transfer. That might actually be better, but that means that the asteroid miners will be going around in groups of 5, which is not that bad. Right, so we still got a little bit extra room here. What we could do... Don't actually have all that much options, do we? I'd like to keep this at the 50,000 as well, but maybe we'll add in another engine then. Oh, that's a bit too much. Can we get rid of something else then? We need to get rid of 8. And add in some fuel storage there, but oh, wait a minute, that was... Oh, right. Add in a large fuel storage. Or 2. And then another fuel storage. Okay, so it has not very high speed. It has decent range. So it shouldn't be running out of fuel anytime soon. The production cost is a bit high, quite frankly. And it seems like, no, nothing else can be built because the cost of the total... Yeah, the asteroid miners are 50%. At the same time, if we, I don't know, build like... Well, 7 would be enough for 1, so if we make, for, I don't know, enough for 20? Or 25? So... Well, I've got a calculator right next to me, but why don't I use that one? So 7 times 25 would be 175. That is probably going to be rather expensive to make. That would be enough for 5 fleets of the fishermen. Which might not be a bad idea. And I know that one match driver is probably going to be a bit of an overkill for the needs of this. Or one fleet can carry or mine, but it's fine. Right, so it has a decent speed. Let's have a quick look again. So if we build the asteroid mining modules, we can save up half of the production cost. Then if we build the nuclear engines, that's going to be another 6%, but honestly that's not huge cost there. Might be able to go without that. But yeah, I think the fisherman is technically complete design now. Of course, it's going to take a while before we're going to start producing them. And by then we might have some other technology to replace, but that's going to be the basis of that. So we'll start building some asteroid mining modules. So if we go with the 175, wasn't it? And if we actually... Oh right, we're building a lot of automated mines now. That... Okay. Fair enough. What I'm gonna do is, I'm actually gonna... Let's go with 20%, I suppose. Add that there. We'll quickly have a look at research or refresh all mining. So how much will be 18,000, almost 19,000 corundium now? That's quite a bit. And which research did we? Oh right, it was in mining production. But let's see if we can actually get the communication opened in this episode. We've been wasting a lot of time here. Well, I wouldn't say exactly wasting, but we've been using a lot of time here. Okay, we got another biology scientist. Oh, with Ladura 193 we made major progress there, so we're probably going to be getting communications with them rather soon. Oh, and Explorer 2, so Zhatelier is currently in Humir, not doing anything. New shipping line has been in Humir. Well, not really surprised by that. Right, so the Explorer 2, I'm pretty sure that you do need to... Well, yeah, we're going to do the overhaul real quick there. We really need to increase the maintenance life and all that for the next longboat generation. Oh, we got another inactive lab. Found a lot of minerals in Ladura again, but nothing too important. Another explorer has arrived home, which probably needs to... Oh, you need to resupply. And you need to do the overhaul. Right, so now that we've got another lab, we should probably assign it to something. Now, while the mining production is useful... Actually... Yeah, we're gonna add another one for the missile, and we'll well, no, we'll give let the production have at least 4 or research lab right now, but more for the missile means that we'll get some of the stuff queued up for that a bit quicker. Hold on, we got the point being fire control. Oh, right. So we got that one already. Right, but did we design the turrets for ghost cannons then? I don't think we did. I mean, we need to design the weapon first. So let's have a look. Now, maybe the extra velocity wouldn't be a bad idea per se. But first of all, we'll go for this one. 3 shots every 5 seconds, that's... It's not great, but I think we could go with that. Or are we researching the velocity right now? Not by the looks of it. Not by the looks of it. Actually, I just realized something. If we cancel this one, since we got this better defensive systems researcher, and then create that, we'll get the armor a bit quicker. Right. Well, we'll design the Gauss weapon a bit later. I mean, we don't have the capacity to do that right now anyway. Well, we got more pressing matters in the research queue right now. Not much progress in the communication still, which is a bit of a bummer. More minerals in Alfheim Sorium and some piscines of other resources in another planet or moon. Aha! We got the fuel consumption down. Now we started on the ion drive technology, which is gonna take a while before we actually get there. Oh, we actually managed to do the communication. Okay, so the Welsh one is Jaguar's Unity. They actually like us. A little bit. So we'll stay neutral with them. I wonder if I could ally with the... Well, maybe at some point. It's just, we could maybe use them as an oblative shield against the invasion. At least potentially. Hold on, did they have the... No, actually the diplomatic team is currently working on this one. Not the one that we already opened communications with. Okay, Explorer 3 is heading home. Let's have a quick look at the engine. Okay, so that's kind of take quite a while. Maybe I'll actually remove one lab there and add it to the ion drive, because I want to get the ion engines as quickly as possible. So that is going to add us, or give us quite a bit of speed to actually work or fight the enemies with. Right, so let's actually have a look. The next fuel consumption is 15,000. Jump drive efficiency is also something that we need to start working on soon. We don't have anything else queued up for the ion drive technology, or for the power and propulsion guy, I don't think. No, not by the looks of it. No, I think we will need the max engine power modifier for at least some of the engines. That's something to keep in mind. Maybe we'll queue up that one. Should be able to research it fairly quickly. Especially if we can get another research lab there and if the skill level increases. But unfortunately we are out of time for this episode, so if you enjoyed this, please like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Also check out the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching, and until next time, bye bye.